Hello, you. We are going to complete a sub-assembly of the web fixture, of which parts I have drawn before. Like this link word, the lock pin, the word fixture, the side plate, and the base plate. So, first thing is to save the drawing. So I save it as the word. I think I'll say web sub-assembly. Sub-assembly. Because there are some parts which will be missing. I'll just focus on what you see here on the right. So I click save. We're in the right folder. There are many ways in which you can insert components, but when we're doing the bottom-up assembly, so I will start from the data panel here. The first piece will be the base. I'll keep it at the original position. Let's move this guide somewhere here on the left. So I keep everything as it is, and then I click OK. So this one is fixed. You can see the fixture there, the symbol. Then I'll bring in the other part, which is the side plate. Side plate is there. I push it a bit up, maybe to the side. And then I click OK, and then I'll do the assembly. So letter J for joint. I pick first the one which is going to move, and that is this piece here. Good to have a good view, and I pick the center of that piece. Click on the small house, and I pick the center of that other piece. So you can see now it is in perpendicular. So if I just put 90 degrees into that position, then I have it exactly in the middle. But from the drawing, it needs to be about 20 meters away from the center. So just to know which orientation, I just pull one of these. So I put a 20 here. That should be its position as you can see it in the picture there. The dimensions can be got from the other parts which we drew. Then I'll put the webs on the side. So I go get the web plate, insert it again, and then I'll drag it onto this side and a bit up just to see it properly. Then I click OK. So here what we need, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to join the center of this and the center of that one there. Okay, so it looks as if upside down. So let's try and flip it. It goes at the back. So I'll flip it again and try something else. So probably rotate it. So if I change this to 0, it doesn't work. I change it to 180. 0. Put minus 90, and now it is working. It should go round up to about 270. And then I have to bring it down to touch the base. So either you can measure that or you can use measure here, and I measure this, turn it around to there, and that gives me 60 mils from the base. So what I'm going to do now, in the Z direction, I'll go back to my joint, edit that joint, and I bring it down 60, um, 0. So let me try that. So it is in the X. So I put 60, and it's now on exactly in the middle. I'll go back and edit because it is supposed to be on one side. On this side, if you look at those webs, they have 110 in between them. So from the center, that should be 55 on both sides. So that's where the one piece would be. So just check it to make sure that it's tight. The next one, I'm going to create a plane, mid plane. So to create a mid plane, I just need to click on that side, left side, turn it around on the right side, and then I have the mid plane. Trying to do here is I want to mirror that piece which I've just made on the other side. So I go to mirror, I choose components. The component I want is that one. The mirror plane is that one. And those are two pieces now in the right direction. But if I try to move that one which I've just mirrored, it will move off that position. So to be able to fix it in that place permanently, I will try and put a rigid fixture. If I go and right click on that component and then look for a rigid group. So this is one way of making a joint without a joint, actually making an assembly without a joint. So it has picked already that piece, and I want it to be attached to that one, and also forming a group with that component. So if I just click OK now, yes, and click yes here, now it can't move. So it's all tight onto there. So that's a good way of making an assembly without using any joints. But that works only for rigid components like these ones, which are going to be welds in any case. I don't need this plane, so I will hide it. And then I'll go and make another plane in the middle of this one, and then I will just mirror all this on the other side. So I go for mid plane again, I click on that side, selected another one, so let me cancel that. So I select this side, go around, select that side, and now have a plane in the middle. Then I will again mirror. I go to mirror, and this time I'm going to pick all the three components, this one and that one. Just to be sure, I'll also pick the base. So I want to make no for mirror. I will pick that one and that. Select the mirror line, which is the created, and then I click OK. So now I have the full assembly. But as I told you before, this side will not be rigid yet. So I need to go, you can check that yourself when you're making this. So I go, I create another rigid group, which will include that, and I just pick that just for being sure, and then I click OK. So this time everything should be in one place and cannot be able. So we are now left with two more parts. That is the lock pin and the link weld, and then we'll put a bolt and nut into them. But let's do this in the next video. Thank you.